First, let's get some sport, and the football season kicks off this weekend with a full programme of Championship and League fixtures.
Yes, Gareth Owen and Phil Brewster have been taking a look at what the season holds for our region's teams.
In April, even the most optimistic Blues fans would have expected relegation, and much of the blame for a terrible season lay with the complete inability to win here. But a final day escape, away from home of course, and a rebuilt squad sees a new sense of optimism.
Those new lads won't have that hanging over them. We're a new squad completely. That's gone now. We're really positive. I'm delighted with the group I've got, not just in ability-wise, but the characteristics of the group. Really good, hungry players who are determined to do well.
Confidence is sky high at Molineux after promotion last season. 5 wins and 3 draws in pre-season friendlies also bodes well for the future. And Wolves boss Kenny Jackett says the plan is simple.
We're a club that has a very recent Premier League history. There's 3 places available, and we've got to go all out to try to get one of those if we can.
For a second year, Coventry fans face a 60-mile round trip for home games. They remain tenants at Northampton's Sixfield Stadium for now. One piece of good news though, this time they start the season on 0 points. Manager Stephen Pressley has been working on recreating last year's lightning start to the season, this time without that 10-point deduction.
I think the boys enjoyed the programme last pre-season and felt the benefits of that, and we've very much mirrored that again this pre-season, and hopefully we get the same types of results and start to the season.
Confidence in Mickey Adams' squad is high ahead of their clash with Walsall. A 9th place finish in the league last season and several pre-season victories, including a 3-2 win over Premier League side West Brom, as a manager hopeful of a decent campaign.
We ground out a result and played particularly well on the night. So that's give everybody a real boost, that if we do the right things at the right time and apply ourselves, then we can beat anybody.
For a while last season, Walsall looked a decent bet to be starting in the Championship this August, but the early charge faded. Defender Ben Purkis was one of a number to sign new deals over the summer. When we caught up with him, he was being put through his paces by Olympic legend Michael Johnson.
We just blew up around February, March time. Maybe, the depth of squad wasn't quite there, didn't get the rubber to green, didn't maybe turn good performances into results. We'll be looking to hit the ground running. So if we can get a good start, getting in amongst it, then we'll be looking at the upper echelons of League One.
After 2 years in League One, Shrewsbury Town are back in the 4th tier. Relegation led to a radical refit at the New Meadow. This week, the new-look squad was being fitted out for suits ahead of an opening day trip to Wimbledon.
I'm here on the basis that I can help Shrewsbury get as high up the league as possible and hopefully get out of this league, because all due respect, this club, Shrewsbury, is not a League Two club.
After back-to-back playoffs previously, last season's 17th place finish was something of a disappointment to the Robins. Pre-season results so far haven't suggested an immediate change in fortunes, but Cheltenham boss Mark Yates reckons the games have been valuable preparation for the squad.
I want the work into the boys, know what we're about, know what we're trying to do, and I think if we give them a solid start, I think I can build on that.
It's still early days for Burton Albion as a Football League club, but last season they were so close to League One. Fans were left heartbroken after a playoff final defeat at Wembley. This year, with a new, more physical squad, there are realistic hopes of going one better.
We've regenerated the squad and the side with quite a few signings, and I think those signings have come in and almost allowed the players to forget about last season, and I think they've enjoyed it so far. So I think we've got some very, very good players that might give us different options during the season.
It's woken us all up, that piece, isn't it? Got us ready for the football season. Now, the Football League has ordered Coventry City to pay nearly £500,000 to the firm which runs the Ricoh Arena within the next 7 days. Stadium operators ACL had claimed they were still owed £600,000 after the Sky Blues went into administration and moved to Northampton last year. The club says it now wants to get down to the business of negotiating a return to the city. Ricoh bosses have said they won't hold talks until Coventry drops an outstanding legal challenge.
Well, now to the